Welcome to Enhancing Critical Thinking Using Generative AI in Higher Education, a course designed to challenge assumptions, sharpen your thinking, and redefine how we learn with AI.
There's a difference between using AI and using it in place of yourself. Have you ever read something you supposedly wrote and thought, this doesn't sound like me? That's not just a writing issue, it's a signal.
I felt that. Like I handed the work over too early and lost my own thinking along the way.
Exactly. Some assignments, especially personal or values-based ones, ask for more than just completion. They ask for presence, clarity, and your real voice. And when you skip that part, you're not just missing the mark, you're missing the growth. AI can offer structure, it can offer style, but it can't feel the weight of your choices. It doesn't know what mattered to you or why. Some parts of learning aren't about getting the words right. They're about being honest with yourself, and no prompt can write that truth for you.
Yeah, that kind of clarity only comes when I slow down and ask myself what I really think. If I let AI do that part, I'd miss the whole point.
Exactly. Some writing isn't about performance, it's about presence. So how do you know when it's time to pause before using AI? Here are a few signs. You feel disconnected from what you've written. You use AI to avoid sitting with your own thoughts. You struggle to explain your work because it never fully passed through you. You ignore that inner signal saying, this should come from me.
That resonates. So how do I stay honest with myself when using AI?
Start with this, the pause checklist. It's not about rules, but instead about reflection. P, personal insight needed. A, am I avoiding hard thinking? U, unclear prompt or goal. S, speed over depth. E, emotional or ethical topic. If any of these are true, it's a moment to slow down and lead with your own thinking. Here's an example. A student I worked with wrote her mental health narrative by hand first. Then she used AI, not to generate, but to help organize and polish. The insight, still hers. The structure, supported. That's what alignment looks like. It's the difference between borrowing someone else's lens and seeing clearly through your own. Confidence doesn't come from outsourcing, it comes from ownership.
Wow, that's a piece of insight I can take with me for the rest of my life. I love that.
So here's your challenge. Next time you feel the urge to paste a prompt into AI, pause. Even 5 or 10 minutes with your own ideas first can make a difference. Let your voice lead and let AI follow. And here's a reflection prompt for you. What kind of assignment makes you want to skip the hard thinking? How could you pause just long enough to let your voice show up first? AI can support your process, but it can't replace your presence, insight, judgment, or your unique voice. That's where learning lives. Your presence on the page matters, so show up for it. Start with your truth and let AI follow, not lead.
Thanks for joining us on this journey. As you reflect on today's insights, remember, AI is only as powerful as the questions we ask of it. We'll see you in the next video.